So, Jonas, a little earlier, you said this thing that I guess I've been trying to like figure out in my head. Where you talked about the nines in Little Nas X's birthday flipping to sixes. Is that like that's a thing?
Yeah, it's like I never like read that anywhere. So like, this is like through my own experience and noticing things through meditation, and the answer just emerged. And I've noticed, yeah, there's like a duality between the 6 and 9 where they share a lot of things in common. You know, like for spiritual purposes that obviously the common man won't see. So when I say like, when actuality, I think we talked about this last time. Like, if you see the 6 and the 9, when it kind of comes together, it kind of looks like the yin and yang, right? So in that aspect, you can kind of see that. But yeah, I noticed like sometimes 1 to 6 is like, well, 1 the 6 and the 9 also too. Another thing they have in common too, they both fall within the spiritual plane. You know, 3, 6, 9 vibration. So they're attached to the spiritual energy, you know, like the 5 and 8 attached to the mental, or 1 and 4 in the physical, but 6 and 9 are attached in the spiritual plane. So they also share this common thing too, but it's kind of weird because when you add 6 plus 9 is 15, but then that 15 breaks down to a 6. But if you at the time 6 and 9 is 54, and that 5 and 4 breaks down to a 9. So here you go, there's 9 and 6, sharing 1 in times and 1 in adding, addition, but somehow still coming together. You know, so like, this is another thing. But even if you look at the zodiac signs, like the zodiac sign itself, you got Aries and then Taurus, and then boom, 6 is ruled by Taurus and 9 is ruled by Aries. You know, that's the influence. Aries, you know, 6 is earth, 9 is fire. So here you go, there's like, they're just synonymous in that sense. So when I say this, like, sometimes a person come on earth with this 6 vibration, and the negative part of the 6, though they, you know, some people will say it equals balance, stability, but a 6 is not always stable in their love life. You know, they tend to have some type of confusion there where they kind of make poor choices. Like, it's always like this duality between lust and love, whatever. And it could get into multiple scandals, you know what I'm saying? Like, you could kind of see like Governor Cuomo, he's born December 6th, Drake born the 24th, impregnated a porn star, or Kevin Hart born the 6th, and you saw what happened with him and his wife. So these are just examples where 6 get caught in those kind of things. But however though, when the 6 is solid and he's straight and he doesn't get caught, like, or she don't get caught in and stuff, and they're very balanced, then they could kind of come off like a 9 and have that harmonious thing about them, where they even have like a humanitarian energy almost, because people born to 6 are mad cool and down to earth. You know what I mean? And that's why you'll see sometimes that's why you see like Virgos go well with Aries. You know, they have that situation going on, the 9th month, and Mars being ruled by 9. But that's another story. And Aries, and it's funny because Virgos have a 9-6 duality, but that's another story too. What was the last thing I was just saying? Bring it back. Yeah, you on the spot. You weren't paying attention? This is all for recording.
No,
folks.
it wasn't that.
All right, let's go.
Because what I was thinking of when you were saying that was, like, when you say that, does that then mean, like, you're born on the 16th, so you have a 19, you can possibly have a 19 vibration, or like if you're born on the 26th or the 29th, or, you know, is that the same?
Yeah,
for those
it's all of them will have like some type of weird duality like that. Yeah, all depending on how you're raised, but like you just know like within the 6, there's no like this. Within that 6, there's a hidden 9 in there. Within the 9, there's a hidden 6, and however the pendulum swing in your vibration energy, you know, you could either cancel out that 6 where it can never reveal itself, or and vice versa for the other number. But it could flip with the attention of the 6. Like, I'm born on the 16, so me being born at 16, I get tested a lot where I go through ups and highs and lows. As you can even see in the chart of the numerology chart, the 1 is over in the bottom left, and the 6 is in the top middle. The top middle. So you can see up and down, kind of like that. But anyway, what I mean to say by that, because of that, I go through a lot of tests. The number 16 in its negative form could be very egotistical, narcissistic, even perverse. But the 16 that works on themselves, and they know these things and they learn from it, they can elevate oneself. And this in itself could come out with like a 9 vibration, you know, where they understand oneself now and they have a confidence about them, and they perform this 19 vibration where they want everybody else around them to be good, because number 19 in a way is about harmony and unity, you know what I'm saying? So you could kind of see this with Tupac. Though Tupac was born on the 16th, you could see that he had a love for his people and he wanted that change, but he had a kind of conflict in himself because he's a Gemini in that duality, you know what I'm saying? And those darker energies that he'd fight against, or just him just being misunderstood, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, him just being misunderstood. But overall, he was a good brother. But if you look at, like, again, who was Tupac's best friend or close right-hand man? His right-hand man was Suge Knight, you know, and also Fatal. Fatal's born in Aries too. But with Suge Knight, he's born on the 19th, you know what I'm saying? But you see the kind of energy he was kind of bringing out, you know what I'm saying? Kind of like this aura of like the East Coast versus West Coast, and we lost Pac and Biggie, but that could have kind of been in that influence that Suge Knight was bringing out, that 19 vibration, instead of it just being everything together. That 19 kind of like flip, that 9 within that 16, I mean that 9 within that 19 flip for him into a 16. You know what I'm saying? So Pac was vibrating kind of on the 19 vibration, and Sugar's vibrating on the 16 vibration. And if you want to see what I mean by the 19 being more about harmony, when Drake dropped God's Plan, he dropped it on Mac Miller's birthday, January 19. You know what I'm saying? If you want to look at it even closely, Malcolm X, he's born on the 19th of May. Jay Electronica, he's born September 19. He dropped Exhibit C. Everybody related to that verse. Once they heard it, it was universal, it was harmonious. So this is what I mean. The 19 vibration is very potent and powerful. But if you're not careful, boom, it could just flip like that to a 6 and become a 16 vibration. And the same goes vice versa for people on the 16. So this is like what I mean to explain.
Okay.
But if that makes sense.
I think so.
Yeah.
But now I've got another question, because now my brain works in like this like linear kind of fashion. So now if we're talking about the 6 and the 9 and their dualities, would say you were born in like the 6th month, so like you're born in June versus September, like does that affect you?
Affect?
Like in terms of like how you're going. So if like I'm born on, you know, June 19th.
Yeah, it's almost like I was trying to say. Look. I was saying, like, remember I was saying the yin and the yang. Mm-hmm. It's so crazy you just said that, because you just answered your own question, because we were just talking about this. Look at the yin and the yang. If you want to look at numbers directly, look at that yin and the yang. You said, like, say if you're born in June, 6th month, but if you're born September, 9th month, aren't Geminis and Virgos ruled by the same planet, Mercury? And there goes that 6 to 9 again. Okay. Yin and yang.
So say I'm born on June 19th or September 16th. Mm-hmm. Like, do those two people have similar characteristics to each other?
If you're what?
Born on like...
Oh, no, we're not talking about characteristics. This is for a person who is on their path. Like, it's like, this will only happen if you are like claiming one thing but doing another. But if you're just on your vibration, you'll just be on your vibration. You know what I mean? This is a spiritual, more active. Like it's kind of like all right, say somebody born June 19. Somebody else born, what we gonna say?
September.
June 16?
Yeah. Like
June 16 and June 19, will it be similar? No, they're not gonna be similar. But as they move through life, all depending, the duality may kick in. You know what I'm saying? They have a certain destiny, but if they shift from that destiny and they move towards the spirituality, because when you dive into spiritual stuff and you want to shift consciousness, your destiny kind of changes. You know what I'm saying? You become more light. So you're protected for a particular purpose. That's different. You know what I'm saying? That's completely different what I'm talking about. So if you're looking at like, no, a person born June 16th, he'll have his particular characteristic. A person born June 19th have a particular characteristic. What I'm saying though, but that doesn't always mean like, what I'm trying to say, like every person born June 16 aren't going to be perverse, you know what I'm saying? Because you got your life path, you got your year cycle, you got your name vibration. You know what I'm saying? So certain things will make a person act like a 19 even though they're 16. But just know that it's hidden. That's what I'm trying to say. Like it's kind of like if you good, you wouldn't like. It's kind of like your sins. Like certain people don't know they have anger until they're put in a situation where they actually kill somebody. They think they're good and they're harmonious. You know what I'm saying? But it's hidden. It's the same thing with numbers. Everything is hidden. Like, you know, it's not what you see, what you get. Nah, it will never be like that. And if you think it's gonna be like that, then I don't know what to say. You know what I'm saying? Numbers to me, though it's direct and could be simple, but it's just as deep as reading the Bible. You know what I'm saying? God communicates through numbers. If people don't want to accept that, that's fine. But as long as I'm on this earth, I'm going to show and prove that. You know what I'm saying? Because I believe in God. I believe in the frequency. That's how he talks to me. And I see it clearly. You know, I see it. God, not just numbers, symbols, signs. You know, this is how I feel God. Well, he's showing me. That's how he's communicated. So just know that whatever you see is not always what you get. You know? It's kind of like you see the number 8. The number 8 in one way, you see it looks old, it looks very abundant in a way. So like you see people born the 8, they could be CEOs, they know how to make money, whatever. But at the same time, that 8 flips and it's horizontal, right? It's horizontal now and it's like the infinite symbol. But if you want, you can look at the 8 also looking like glasses. Because the 8 people born the 8 are like the overseer. They could see everything, they get the bigger picture. So like, as I'm saying, these numbers have stories to them. You know? If you know, like if the 8 knows how to make bread and all that, the 3 is right on its way. The 3 almost look like a bit of the 8 got chewed off. You know what I'm saying? Like if you look at the number 3, it almost look like a bit pieces of the 8 got chewed off the number 3. But if you were to connect that piece, it would look like another 8. But 3 people born to 3 are ambitious. So it's something to keep in mind. Just keep on?
Yeah.
All right. So we're driving out too. We got a road trip. We're heading out to North Carolina. So
It was like it was popping up on the screen. I was like,
But yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, I think so. I think so. Let me process. I'll probably have more questions for you.
Oh, okay.
In a few minutes.
Remember, I don't have. As you ask, these questions are good because sometimes things don't come to me. You ask me, I'll meditate on it. And think, because like the 6 and 9, like this wasn't taught to me. This is something I observed and I saw. If anything, the only thing I can remember where maybe it might have registered, I think one time I was watching something, a post on Instagram, and I think there was like a classic one, was 2 guys, and they were looking on the floor, and somebody that was in front of them, it was a 6, and then another person was a 9, and the person was saying, yo, that's a 6. And then from his perspective, he's like, no, that's a 9, whatever. But it was like all about the perspective of what they're seeing it from, but it was the same number. Actually, yeah, it was saying it's the same number pretty much, but it's all about your perspective.
Sure.
So it was kind of funny in that aspect, you know. So, but it was just me observing just the energies and number frequencies, and I'm like, you know, there's like a common theme